Hi everyone, my name is Amanda Volta. Today I'll be sharing my Module 2 discussion and I'll be doing choice number 2. So question number 1 and 1A is on my screen. I'm going to be having all the questions on the screen, so I'll just be answering them. So the answer to question number 1 and 1A is yes, adult bones can grow due to exercise, but they go through interstitial growth. Answer to number 2 and 2A. During weightlifting activity, the muscle and the tendons apply tension to the bone, which then stimulates the bone to produce more bone tissue. And the spongy bone has empty spaces like honeycomb and can be found at the end of a long compact bone, and its shape changes when the stress is being applied to it. Question 2B. So the answer to that is the arm bones of a weightlifter would be heavier due to the amount of stress applied on the bone when exercising. Therefore, the bone grows thicker the more pressure and stress and weight is being applied to it. So the bone grows thicker in that case. Answer to question 2C and 2D. So sedentarism happens when there's less physical activity, your bones begin to get thin and weaker. That's why it happens a lot to older people when you're just sitting at home and you're not as active, your bones become then weaker and more brittle. That's why your parents always encourage you when you're younger to go out and be active and to stay moving around. These effects can be minimized by staying active and working out consistently so that your bones don't get thin and weak. So question 2E. According to the American Heart Association, adults should get about 150 minutes of aerobic activity a week, moderate to high intensity muscle strengthening at least 2 days a week. Kids 16 to 17-year-olds should get at least 60 minutes a day of aerobic exercise, moderate to intense muscle strengthening at least 3 days a week. The adults need a longer time because their bones are older and begin to become thinner as opposed to kids who are constantly active and their bones are thicker. So question 3 and 3A, answer to that is the bone is calcified and the collagen fibers help the bone resist the stresses being applied on it. If there was no calcium on the bone, then it would be loose and not be as strong and able to hold all the weight and tension. Osteones are parallel to the long axis of the shaft, therefore it does not bend when force is being applied. When stresses or force are being applied to the side of the shaft, then a fracture may occur. For example, if I have this piece of clay in my hand, when you're bending the piece of clay, you can see the line and the tensions of it because it can't hold all the weight. So once it's being bent, there's lines of tension and compression on there. Question 4. So osteoporosis causes the bone to become weak and brittle, then causes your bones to fracture. This causes essentially your body breaks down old bone while a new one is being made. As you get older, the process slows down, making your bone decrease, leading to a slower bone building. Therefore, it causes osteoporosis. So exercising regularly can help you keep your bones strong and healthy. Combining strength training, balance exercises, can help individuals at risk. Activities like walking, jogging, climbing, even Tai Chi can help with balance. A person would suffer most likely more from a broken hip than a broken shoulder because the hip bone helps support the body's weight and has more stress on it than does the shoulder bone. The weakness of the hip bone may result in the bone breaking. As for the shoulder, it is not as load bearing and it is not under the same stress as the hip joint. Therefore, the person would have more chance of breaking a hip than a shoulder. And here on my illustrated picture, I drew all the red spots showing what osteoporosis looks like. Thank you everybody for watching my video.